Okay, we're live now. Thanks everybody for joining us. It's Megs and Bert. We're going to talk about The Haunting of Bly Manor, episodes 3 and 4, and there will be spoilers. So,
Yeah, it's all spoilers. It's all
all
spoilers.
spoilers. We always
Yeah.
do that. So,
Yeah. So what do you think, Megs?
so I'm going to second again that I really like A Haunting on Hill House better than this one, even into episodes 3 and 4. I like the spookiness of A Haunting on Hill House. Where I feel like this one's a little bit more like dragged out a little bit, and I don't connect with the characters as much. I don't know.
No.
You
Yeah, no, I hate the show, Megs.
you hate it?
I don't hate it, but like the more I'm watching it, the more I'm like, when's it gonna get scary? And you know, I really feel like this, especially the last two episodes, have been like, let's see how much we can hate the white man. Okay. Now, I know that's a little out there, right? But every character we get of a white guy is a complete or terrible
Asshole.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little boy is a fucking psycho, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Scottish guy, who you think is like suave, debonair, sexy guy, all of a sudden turns into like the most little dick energy on earth, and he gets so weird in episode 3. Right?
Status. Yep.
Yeah, you know,
Yep.
why? You all of a sudden he's jealous. It's super weird, right? And controlling. And then the other guys we get are the fiance and another man that sucks in the show is the boss, is the uncle, right?
The uncle, yeah, he's just completely drunk.
Yeah, and there's nothing good about any of them. The only good man in the show is the Indian man. Anyway.
Owen, his name's Owen. Yep.
Yeah. I sound bitter, but hail Random Brad Creator.
Yes, shout out to Random Brad Creator for being here with us because we're so cool.
Yep. Yeah. You know, I don't like any of these characters though, man. And then the main character. Okay, so I guess this is shots from the opening images of the episode, Random Brad. And this is the house. See, yeah, this is the episode where the James Bond guy is totally like. I liked the little thing that they had going on here between him and the hot black girl.
He just went creepy. He went totally like red flag status. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
where did that come from? It was like he snapped. Oh, I don't know what it was. And it was because she was like eating the guy's batter, which is kind of funny.
But they live in like I don't know. He seems like a really jealous person, so obviously there's some backstory.
I know, but that's my problem. Like that guy doesn't seem like the type of guy. Like he was so well groomed and put together, and I don't mean as far as like being a handsome dude. Of course he was, but like he seemed like a legit had his shit together type of person. Like that guy's not going to be jealous. Like he didn't come off jealous like that at all, and it was totally like out of nowhere.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm taking my things and I'm leaving. Like, oh my god, dude, what are you talking about?
Get out of here, man. Yeah, no, I get you. Especially because he's very fancy. He's very fancy.
Yeah.
And, like, you just figure that, like, he's not having to, like, struggle to find women. And then all of a sudden he's just, like...
Yeah.
Like, she's pretty, but she's not, like...
Well, I think she was gorgeous, actually.
Yeah, but, like, enough to get all crazy about? Like that? Like that early?
If it was, like, I would understand... me being jealous, but not that guy, you know, like from her, because she's so hot, but he's like they're on the same level. And
yeah, I get you.
You know, like come on, but and especially like he's gonna get jealous off the Indian guy who's clearly with the bald-headed black lady.
Wait, say that again.
He was getting jealous of the Indian guy.
Yeah, no, and yeah, like you were saying, Owen is totally for Hannah, Mrs. Gross.
Yeah, Mrs. Gross. Yeah, Random Brad says, I'll catch up. Spoilers don't bother me at all anymore. Hail, my friend. Yeah, dude. I don't even know anymore, to be honest with you, Random Brad, if it's worth you jumping in, watching it all from the beginning. But, you know, it's not terrible content.
Well, and see, what I didn't know either is that it's directed by Mike Flanagan, who's the guy who did Dr. Sleep, which I actually really liked Dr. Sleep for the most part. And
oh, Megs. That was... I didn't like Doctor Sleep, but
You
I
didn't
did.
like Dr.
I
I
did
was
hate
in
it.
love. I was in love with Rose the Hat though, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Yeah, yeah, okay. She was cool. This
Like
guy
I
is
really
an
liked
hell
him.
of an actor, huh, Megs? Because in season 1, he plays like a crackhead.
He does. He plays the brother that's all strung out. Yeah, he does. And like this is such a different role. I think I like him better as like the strung out crackhead. I don't know. He was cooler that way.
Yeah, but I'm wondering now what nationality is because he has such a thick Scottish accent in this. And I almost tried to do the Scottish accent, but I didn't do it. But yeah, okay, Scottish. But yeah, he is like in the other one, he's totally American.
Yep, he is. Yep. And goes through like the rehab and shit. I like the first one so much better. I'm sorry.
No. I can dig it. And Brandon Brad, the white woman right here in the middle, she's the main character. And I gotta say this, Migs, she might be the dumbest bitch I've ever seen in like any horror or anything. She's just, I guess, let me say that at least in the first 3 episodes because you kind of get something in episode 4, which we haven't gotten to.
So have you seen is it in 3 or 4 that the closet scene happens with
What
her
closet scene?
where she's locked in the closet by the kids
That's
locked
like
her in
in
the closet?
1 or 2. That's like in 1 or 2.
Okay. So with that scene though, I thought that she was very believable. Like I felt her anxiety, like I felt her fear. So I think she's a good actress because I've also seen her in she's in that show on Netflix also. It's You, and she's in the season 2 of You.
Okay.
I don't know. Have you ever seen that? Do you know what that's about? It's about like a psychopathic guy that like obsesses over women and then like gets all crazy and blocks them in boxes and shit. So like she is like I believe like she is a very good actress. I just don't like this role for her. I don't know. I've liked her in other things, just not this.
She's beautiful and
she's a Hillary Duff doppelganger. I'm telling you,
she really is. But she doesn't. She's not given a lot to work with. They make her character so stupid. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
I think you're right. She is a good actress, but it's just like, okay, you're in this haunted fucking mansion, and you're gonna go play hide and go seek at midnight with the kids in the dark.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Irresponsible.
And what does the little girl say? Absolutely splendid. Or what did she say?
That's it. Absolutely splendid.
No, it's something else, isn't it?
It's something splendid. It's
perfectly splendid.
Yeah, there you go. Perfectly splendid. It's all perfectly splendid. But that's you figure out that comes from the other au pair that was there that creepy Peter Quint got into with.
For sure. Hey, look, another another character here in episode 3 is the cop, who's another jerk off white guy.
He is. I'll second that. They make him out to be a real D-bag.
And this is like the driving Miss Daisy scene, but reversed.
For sure.
She was like, what do you say, black people here? Mommy.
The little girl's creepy. They're both creepy to me. I'm sorry. They pull that off. Those little.
These little kids need to be like getting a Golden Globe for acting. They're incredible.
They are. They're very good.
Yeah. So we find out. Yeah. So what's the point of episode 3? It's to show you that this guy and the black lady, the hot teacher, are having an affair, and then this is when he just gets fucking super psycho.
Just flips a switch, man.
Yeah, this is him putting the moves on. He's like, I'm debonair. And then all of a sudden, I'm really weird. And then they're like, just trying to tell us that, women, especially white women, you guys need to leave the white man behind. Go to women.
Exactly. When that happened too, I was like, should have saw it coming, but okay. All right. Yeah. I guess it.
I'm wondering what's going on with her, this lady.
You'll find out. I don't want to tell you. You know that she's not a witch, so there's that. But
I do know that. I know that. I didn't know that. I thought she.
Yeah.
I was like, there's some witching shit going on with.
No,
like,
last review, you asked me, and I confirmed that she is not a witch. But that doesn't mean that something else might not be going on.
Uh-oh.
Just saying. If you notice, I noticed right away that she never eats or drinks. She'll always have her tea or her coffee or whatever, and it's weird because she says that it tastes bad, but then you never see her like holding it or eating it or actually drinking it. And like the Danny character that we were just talking about is always asking, "Oh, well, you didn't eat your supper," and she's like, "Oh, well, that's okay," and you know, or you didn't, you know, I don't know.
Well, that's I'd prefer to not that versus them shoving sausages down these kids' throats in the first 2 episodes, which is really pedophilic. But
most shows are these days, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I know.
I've noticed.
This kid is the best actor in Hollywood right here.
Very creepy. The next Cody and whatever.
But she's damn good too, right?
Yeah, she's creepy too. Yeah. Are they really British? Do you know?
If they're not, then they have to be.
They got expertise, accent skills.
Yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say that I was watching something else, and it pointed out that they have hidden ghosts in different scenes. And if you look really closely at certain scenes, there's like this creepy ass ghost with like a mask that hides in the corner. You also see because Peter Quint's a ghost, and Danny sees him or whatever. So it's like if you look in certain frames and you pause the frames, like they actually have like little pictures of the ghost, or like when Danny's coming out of the hallway with like after like being with the kids or whatever, like you'll see him in like behind a curtain or right by a curtain and stuff. I didn't even realize they did that. Apparently they did that in A Haunting in Hill House too, where they did like little appearances of the ghosts and stuff in the corners. But yeah, so if you go back and like look in certain frames, you see ghosts and I mean, I've seen the whole season, so I know who they all are because it usually tells a backstory to the ones that you're seeing. But I think that here you're seeing the ghost of other stuff too that you find out about later. So I thought that was kind of cool for it being a crappy show. I thought that was cool that they put the little Easter eggs.
Yeah, no, that's totally dope. I'd actually like to go back and look at that. Right here in this show is when they're about to get it on, and then the other black lady interrupts him.
This is gross.
And he's mad.
Grr!
Yeah, right? That's what it's like.
Messing up my sexy time, bitch.
Oh, and she's like, and I'll fucking slap you if you do this shit again.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be in here.
And you know what? This might be where his switch flipped.
Yeah. Does it show? I can't remember. Does it show his whole arc, like in this episode?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Like he hasn't died or anything.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's what.
He's getting jealous. Watching her
just being creepy.
Well, the Indian guy's like putting cream down his fingers and shoving it down her throat. I'm joking, but it's kind of like that. Like that's what he's thinking here. And maybe he's racist too. I don't know, but no, because
shout out to Decepticon King. Sorry, I often have my dyslexia and I read things wrong. So
hail Decepticon King. What's going down, bro? Ghosts sound cool. Yeah, they do, Random Brad.
So yeah, that was a cool thing that I thought I'm gonna have to go back and watch it and see if I can see him.
Yeah, and so this is the end of episode 3 where the James Bond guy gets hella jealous and just dips. And he's like, I'm gonna go if you're gonna suck on Indian man's fingers.
Owen's his name.
Owen. And
he has a name.
Yeah, it's not Indian man, it's Owen.
No, and he takes care of his mom. Who dies,
I think, in the next episode.
Yep, she does. She is it bite the dirt? Is that an appropriate bite? No, that's not an appropriate word. I heard that. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Then these little scary white kids put on a play.
Never good. And they're all just like, yeah, this sucks.
This kid looks so scary, doesn't he?
Terrifying.
Yeah.
No, he does look creepy though. Like,
okay, so the lesbian girl Gardner keeps trying to get on our main character.
Yeah, she's putting some heavy moves on.
Yeah.
Laying it on thick. But then don't they like kiss there and like she leaves?
Yeah. And then we don't know who this guy is yet, but we see this thing here. I thought this was kind of scary here, okay? When he's like and then he like walks backwards hella fast.
Gets like sucked back into the house.
Yeah.
So I think it's really creepy when she just like glances in the mirror and then he's like right there. Like I'd be freaked out.
Yeah. I mean that's scary. That scared the shit out of me a little bit, you know? The hair's up on my arms, I'm not gonna lie.
It gives you a little goosebumps. See, look at that is very convincing. She looks scared.
Yeah, she does.
Yep. She's got a very large mouth.
I know. That's what most of the audience is thinking.
I'm sorry, but that's just something I noticed.
She does have a large mouth.
She does that face a lot. I don't like that face. Sorry.
That's okay. I don't like it either. So we start episode 4, and it's Sura's little kid, and this little boy's in love with her. I don't even think I needed to hear a word out of this kid's mouth. I was like, I can't wait for him to grow up and then watch him die.
Please, fingers crossed.
And then, he's like putting the moves on her here. And then all of a sudden they're getting married.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily work like that most of the time.
I know. And she's clearly way too good for this guy. Unless this guy's like a doctor. He does look like he could be a lawyer though, right?
A lawyer, a doctor, some engineer guy. Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, that's how this guy would get married to her. This guy is not a teacher.
Decepticon King says that's the face he makes on the toilet. I can imagine that. That looks like a toilet face. Maybe that's why we don't like it.
The face they make on the toilet. Yep.
There's no room for that on this horror show. So, shout out to Perp Minded.
Hail
Thanks
Perp.
For stopping by.
And I started like not liking her here. I mean, it's like, but then I hate the guy. So if you guys haven't watched it, her fiance is like madly in love with her, but they've been dating since they were like 5 years old, which is weird. And she's clearly wants to go live life, and she's getting like suffocated by their engagement and shit.
She's feeling the pressure. She's like, oh shit, is this the right decision? Oh no.
Yeah. God, she is beautiful though.
She's very pretty.
She's so tiny.
Yeah, for sure. Perp says he gives us mad props for making it to episode 3. I've actually seen the whole thing.
Yeah, hey, Perp, I've been struggling, dude. It's not the best.
It's almost as bad as The Walking Dead World Beyond. Just
it's a brave new world, and you're braving it for us. Thank you.
I did. I need to review that because I have watched like 2 or 3 of those episodes.
Okay, pretty much the only important things that I took away from this episode was that the lesbian is really trying to go for her again. This guy's mom dies.
Yep, she passes away.
And then we keep going back in time to find out why she moved to London or to Scotland. Go ahead.
So it's supposed to take place in Essex, which is in England or Britain, I believe. I was reading about it earlier. So yeah, it's supposed to take place in Essex, which is a town in England or Britain. So I do know that.
So yeah, Then she breaks up with this guy, and he starts crying at dinner. Like, I fucking don't like. Look at his face. Nobody likes you.
No, yeah, I don't like him. He feels very clingy, very clingy.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say that's like a theme of the men in this episode, the series? I mean, the boyfriend,
yeah,
guy,
yeah,
the Scottish guy.
mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all very clingy. That one's clingy. Owen's clingy to his mom. He's clingy to her. The little brother is clingy to the little sister. The one to the girlfriend. Yeah, for sure. They all are very clingy.
Okay.
Red flags all over this place.
Here's the best part of the whole show, guys. He's like, she just breaks up with him, and he's like, "Don't touch me! Don't touch me!"
Sorry.
Oh, I was like, "Yeah!"
Her face again. Sorry.
Yeah, she does it. She's like, they're like, "Give us the wide mouth."
Sorry.
I know. Really make some sexual memes with her face in all these episodes.
Yeah, you better screenshot that. Perp says that that's 9 hours. We'll never get back. I agree, but I've spent hours watching more stupid of stuff, so I guess.
Yeah,
it all for you guys.
Did you finish this one, Perp? Let me know. Sounds like you did or didn't. I'm not sure.
Mighty Wolf, I agree. Once after watching the whole story, it is more of a love story than a horror story, which is why I'm rather disappointed in like the first season. But Stage 5 Klinge for sure.
Ooh, I love this shot here.
That's what creeps me the fuck out, man. It's like if I were to look in the mirror and to see that shit, I would be creeped out.
Yeah,
right?
And you feel his hand on her. You feel the hand.
Well, the thing is too is that they say that like mirrors are like portals to other dimensions. Like, not to get all crazy on you, but that's what they say. So that would make sense to why she looks in the mirror and she sees him, and that's the only time she can see him. So I thought that was kind of creepy because some people actually like do what she did and cover their mirrors and stuff like that. Like some people are really superstitious like that. So
I'm like, somebody needs to keep an eye on this bitch for sure. If I was at the funeral and she did that shit.
Well, no one else can see that.
No, I know. So
you mean her storming out or what?
Yeah, like somebody need to get her some Xanax.
Yeah, she needs something.
And I think that his eyes, right? That's supposed to be a reflection of the bus lights, right?
Now that you say it, I think so. I never really noticed that. I was like, why is he wearing these Beatles glasses and shit? Like, but yeah, that makes sense.
The lights of the bus that hit him on his reflective glasses.
Like deer in the headlights. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I guess what is the moral of the story? Don't be a whore and marry your first boyfriend, or bad things will happen.
Perp says he's never struggled so hard. Oh, I missed the wrong one. That's not what I was trying to do. How fast they killed off the storyline. Thank God. Thank God they killed off this storyline. Just saying.
Yeah. Then I'm trying to think what else happens in this episode. Oh yeah, then the lesbian puts the booze on her.
Yep. And it was too soon. Too soon. Going too fast. Too soon.
Yeah, I know.
And then flashback of the mother-in-law or soon to be. I agree, Decepticon King. Let's go watch Titanic 3 times. I would love to do that. Love me some Leo. So for sure.
I've actually been watching Titanic over and over again, but it's for a project I'm doing that has to do with the Titanic.
Like the Leo, Kate Winslet Titanic?
Yeah. Over and over Titanic.
What?
When Rose kills Jack.
Let's not talk about that.
I know. Let me see here. So
I have the picture. So I have this huge picture of Leonardo DiCaprio. And it's from the Titanic where he's Jack when he's like sitting before he like helps her off the ledge. Yeah, it's huge.
I'll
have to like plaster it behind me one of these days, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I might have to get one.
You should.
Yeah, thanks. This scene, I'm like, this is another like thing that happens constantly in the show. The little kids come down to save her from the evil ghost in the house, right? You know this, like, and we see the lady who's the ghost walking behind her, but nothing ever happens, and that's it. And I'm like, this is so like non-exciting.
It's not in like they said earlier, it's more of a love story, like when you watch the whole thing, which is kind of unfortunate.
Oh
With like
shit!
some creepy ghost just plugged in. Because I said last review that
Yeah, we got to actually start.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Bert.
Oh, I was gonna say, I got sidetracked. I was reading Purple Minded's last comment. He says, "I just can't wait for American Horror Story next year. This season of the series made me really disinterested in the future, even though there's only 2 episodes I liked out of this season." Are you talking about American Horror Story season, or because we did American Horror Story?
I think he's talking about Blind Manor, because there is like I would say about 2 episodes later on, not these first 4, that they do get better. Like I like the whole story. You notice in number 4 that they pan in on a couple graves. One is Ambrose and one is Viola Lloyd. I can't remember if it's in the cathedral or no. They have like a stone in the like where Mrs. Gross goes and lights her candles or whatever, and then they also have a headstone when they're out in the cemetery for some reason. I can't remember why, but it does pan in, and it makes detail to these gravestones that are Viola Lloyd and then Ambrose. So,
oh, cool.
Later on, it gives backstory to that as you get farther in, and those are the episodes that are like worth like the best in the entire season. This other bullshit, like.
Okay. Well, god damn it, Mangs, you're keeping me hooked into this season. I'm going to keep going.
I mean,
I would keep watching.
You know, we watched worse things. I mean, the last American Horror Story was probably, I would say this is better than that, at least.
Yeah, I would say so too. I would say definitely. But there was one or two really, I mean, I don't know. I was more hooked from the beginning to American Horror Story summer camp, but it was stupid as hell near the end. So.
Well, because they have the things that get you in, like the boobs and things like that. So, I mean,
yeah.
There's no boobs in this one. They're all British. You think that would be more boobs, but there's not.
Yeah, Minded, I agree. I actually liked this episode 4, but the first 3 pretty much sucked, in my opinion. Random Brad says, bit off topic, but I've been watching Raised by Wolves. I'm enjoying it. Sci-fi. It's Raised by Wolves. I got to check that out.
That's Kevin. No, that's not Kevin Costner. That's Dances with Wolves.
Oh, you know what? We watched last night. I watched yesterday and reviewed it with a couple of my buddies. Was the new Tremors film on Netflix.
The new one?
Yeah, it's like shot. It's like it looks like it has like it's filmed like we're watching a Jurassic Park film. That's like the cinematography level of it. It's like really a cool looking film, but it's stupid as hell. It has Napoleon Dynamite's in it.
Oh God, no, you can't. No, I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't think I can watch it because Kevin Bacon is.
Oh yeah. Well, I showed my buddy who had never seen any of them. We started watching the new one and he hated it. And then we started turning on the old Tremors and he loved it. I love the original Tremors.
Yeah, me too. That's like one of my favorite movies. Like I have so many quotes that I like just quote on a daily basis from that. Like
yeah, for sure. I might watch that again tonight. But yeah, you know what else, Megs, we should do on your channel tomorrow or the next day is The Mandalorian, because it's coming out tonight at midnight or tomorrow at 6 p.m. I'm not sure. It's supposed to air Friday, but Disney usually airs them at midnight, you know?
Okay.
And, but then I read somewhere that it's not coming out till 6 p.m. Like they're going to air it at 6 and then it'll be up tomorrow. So maybe Saturday morning or Sunday morning. Now I can't do it Sunday morning because that's football, but Saturday or Monday I'm down.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll do it. I don't have Disney Plus yet, but I'm going to get the free trial if they still have that going in.
Yeah, I can always, if you need to watch it, I could just play it. We'll talk about it. But anyways, that's what I got in the show.
Yes. We've only made it to 30 minutes.
That's okay, though. It must be, people might think it's the actual show and click on it.
Right. I wanted to ask Perp, though, if he's still watching, if he had watched Ratchet, which is also by the same creator that makes American Horror Story. Have you watched that? Bert Ratchet.
No, is that scary?
Okay, so it's got more like a lesbian storyline, like halfway through it, and it's got some creepy ass shit, like pedophilia shit, like halfway through it. But I loved Sarah Paulson in it. She did a fabulous acting job throughout it. She was very on point, so I did like that.
So she plays a good lesbian.
But she's like this nurse that's not really a nurse, and she like gets into this mental hospital.
Yeah.
And she's treating patients, but she's not really a nurse and really does have
she's playing Nurse Ratchet, right? From One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Is that where she's from?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a prequel, I think, to the Jack Nicholson film One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay. That makes me like it a little bit more then. Yeah. Well, is there like a brother involved?
I don't know. It's been like years since I've seen the One Flew Over the. I'm like 99.9% positive that it's supposed to be like an origin story for the nurse Ratchet from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Okay, well that's her name. She's Nurse Ratchet, and it's got a lot of the same cast from American Horror Story in it. It was just why I watched it, and I love Sarah Paulson. So
okay, I'll check it out. Maybe I'll check it out.
And Perp says that he has watched it and he's a little mixed on it. See, that's where I am too. I liked it, but I didn't like some of the aspects of it. But I really loved Sarah Paul. Like I always watch movies when I love the actors, and that's why I watch them. So,
so you don't love Napoleon Dynamite, I guess.
No, I love Napoleon Dynamite. I used to put tater tots in my fucking pockets in high school. So
wow.
I like Napoleon Dynamite.
I would have guessed that about you.
What?
I'm joking.
No, I used to work at like a taco shop where they had like little they were called potato olays, but they look like little tater tots, right? So I would just like go get free food at lunchtime because we could leave the high school at lunchtime, and whoever was working would give me free tater tots. But then I'd be hungry during class, I'd just stick them in my pocket.
I don't know what it makes. I don't know what to say. That sounds that's funny.
15 and 16-year-old Megs. Yep.
Did you have like another pocket for ketchup?
No, like those. No, I've never been a ketchup person.
Okay.
No, the potato olays had a special seasoning, so like you didn't need ketchup. Yeah. Sorry, Taco John's. I don't know if anyone's ever been there, but
no, now you got me hungry.
Delicious. Yep, better than Taco Bell.
For sure. Monster Island on Hulu is pretty good. Okay, I'll check that out, Perp.
Yes, I saw you post about it, Perp, and I've been wanting to look into it, but I don't have Hulu anymore, so the struggle. All right, well, so when are we gonna do episodes 5 and 6?
I think what, Megs. I think I can do it. The rest. Let's just finish the show. 5, 6, 7, 8. Does it end on 8 or is it 9 episodes?
I think I only have notes to 6, so I mean.
Oh.
I'm sure.
It goes to 9. It goes to 9.
9. Okay. Yeah, we could just finish it up if you want to.
Yeah, I'll get those done by Monday or Tuesday.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
Well, let's do The Mandalorian this weekend if you're available.
Yes, I will have to watch that.
Yeah, we'll talk in the DMs and all. You can check it out on mine.
For sure. All right, let's thank our friends in the chat. We had.
Let me respond to Perp Mindy real quick. Hey, yo, Perp, I've been watching Shudder like crazy too. My favorite thing to watch on there is The Last Drive-In.
Last Drive-In.
Yeah, it's like Joe Bob Briggs, who's like this great horror icon. He's like a cowboy dude, and he sits in front of a trailer and they'll play like two movies at a time. It's him and this ex-porno star named Darcy the Mail Girl, and they sit there and review movies and they talk about it. Like it like he plays like the first 20 minutes of the film, then they talk about it, then the next 20 minutes and they talk about it. But it's like funny little sketches. It's very great. It's my favorite thing as far as horror goes. But yeah, okay. That was my plug for the day. Check out The Last Drive-In.
I will have to do that.
Yeah.
I needed to get Shudder because there's so many things on Shudder, especially horror.
Yeah.
So
it's like $5 a month.
I'll have to do that.
I know. That's like, a solid 2 Bud Lights.
That's exactly that was in my head right now. I'm sorry. We're so alike. But yeah, thanks, Perp and Mighty Wolf and Random Brad Creator.
Hail.
And who else we have? Decepticon King.
Hail.
All our friends. Very much appreciated. And hopefully we will catch you on the remaining review of the last of the season and see how Bert likes it. Let me discuss the grapes.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. But all right, hail everybody. Thanks for being here.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
And I'm still here, guys. But I'm out. Hail all.